Did you see that throw Dak had yesterday when he was about to get smacked?
And he just floated it to Brandon Cooks. Yeah, that was a dot.
Well, I thought of you immediately. I'm sorry. But it was just because it was Brandon Cooks. I was like, oh, Dontea's probably sick right now.
In Shambles. You know what I said? You Brandon Cooks, you good.
I mean, he was just wide. Are you talking about the one he was wide open?
When he was about to get
shouldn't have made that throw, though.
Barbershop Breakroom.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, even though you can't gamble, we have an announcement. We are here to announce our new partnership with Parlay University. Yes, $50 a month. And if you don't want to commit to $50 a month, you can buy their lock of the day for just $25. But guess what? If you do not hit that lock of the day, they will give you 100% refund on buying that lock of the day. There is no risk involved. If you are interested in joining Parlay University, use code Barbershop at checkout for a discount. Let's win some money. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Barbershop Breakroom, episode 96.
Nice of you to show up, Dontea.
Gang, speaking of nice people to show up, it's only the three amigos today because Jordan didn't show up.
Sleepy F baby.
Sleepy F baby. Fellas.
Can't sell no insurance in bed.
Hell no.
The first full week of NFL football has ended. What a week it was.
We bike. Lost a lot of money.
Lost some money. Missed a $2,000 parlay by one leg, man.
Damn.
Yeah. Hurt feelings. Just needed one touchdown.
Feelings.
Just needed one touchdown, man. It hurt. Bijan, you are on my ban list for the rest of the season.
Matt,
and
you should have known, bro.
I'm not talking about banned as in ban. I'm talking about B-A-N.
I was going to say Matt sent one. Well, he sent like a bunch, and I did like the Josh Allen 2 touchdowns to Kenneth Walker.
Kenneth Walker. I did that too. Kenneth Walker got one.
I cashed out at Josh Allen.
Did you? I was about to.
I cashed out at Josh Allen. I'm like, I don't trust Kenneth Walker to get to.
Well, listen, shout out to Gavin McHugh. I'm going to reach out to him, see if we can get him zoomed into the pod somehow. He's a gambling degenerate, and he made me a believer. Every time he puts up a post, he is like, why not us? You know, Sunday Night Glory. My dude hit a plus 1,300 parlay like it was nothing.
Damn. Last night?
On Sunday. Big touchdown parlay. Big one, too.
A big boy.
I don't think it was plus 1,300. I'm sorry. I think it was 13,000. Let me...
13,000?
Listen. It was a lot of people to score.
Dude was putting in work?
Devon A-Chain, Alvin Kamara, Zach Moss, Anthony Richardson, Mike Evans, Jerome Ford, plus 12,000 odds.
Jerome Ford at the last minute.
At a garbage time touchdown. $8 won 1,076. Shout out to Gavin. He's out here creating generational wealth out here.
Yo, 13 pick parlay plus 48,000.
48,000 is insane. It hit or no?
It looks like it missed by one leg. Oof.
Missed by one.
The Raiders plus 3.5.
No.
And I would have took the Raiders to win that game.
They got smoked.
I would have took them to win that game straight up.
Dude. Look, everything else, smack, Derrick.
And then just the Raiders.
Yeah, we were strolling all the way into the 4 o'clock games. I was like, oh, baby.
Was that you? That's yours?
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta lock in with him, though. He be locked in.
That Cook one hurts.
He be locked in. But so speaking of football, do we want to just go straight into our power rankings for the week, or we want to go somewhere else?
We can go straight into the power rankings if you want to do that.
Yeah, that happened to me too.
That was from the Discord.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's dive into some power rankings real quick. I just want the people to know.
Did you play that one?
I played all the ones you sent, basically.
The ETN, Joe Mixon, Jonathan Taylor, Bijan touchdowns.
And Bijan didn't get a touchdown? Yeah. I was hoping he was going to get a garbage time touchdown.
I threw like 10 on it, too.
I'm like, all right, he's the only one left that didn't get a touchdown.
Yeah, Bijan ruined a lot of Sundays, man. He ruined a lot of Sundays.
Yeah, and in fantasy, too. So.
Yep.
That defense ain't no joke.
Did we win in Rashad Jennings league?
We did.
Big dub.
Let me double check.
I have a little bit of beef with y'all.
Why?
I don't want to have beef. I don't beef.
Goddamn,
ahead of Mike Tyson.
He hit the gap.
Hit me. Yeah, let me know.
Listen,
Tell me how you really feel.
I don't want to overact.
It ain't with me.
We're going to actually
Ain't no beef with me.
We're gonna actually skip the power rankings.
It ain't with me.
We're not skipping. We could just
No. We're gonna postpone that.
Okay, go.
We gotta do a little bit of fantasy talk because I have some fantasy topics.
I wish we could log in. I wish we could see.
What makes you butthurt, brother?
Okay, so there were some people on the board that I personally loved.
We won
and that you
108
guys did
to
not.
89, by the way.
That's beautiful.
Against Alave Garden.
Granted, I don't want to overreact after week 1, but Dakius Metcalf didn't love him. I requested Devon A-Chain over him.
5.8. Or
5.8.
5.9.
You know what Devon A-Chain had?
At 20-something.
Okay, just saying. No big deal. There was another guy that I had requested that also went off that you guys did not want.
Don't you guys?
I'm talking him and Jordan.
Okay. I'm curious if do you know that it was me saying no?
Maybe not.
Okay.
Maybe
because
not.
I tried to do the whole draft.
He said one of y'all.
Because I tried to do the whole draft of me not choosing anybody
he said,
that I
y'all look
wanted.
the same. Y'all sound the same.
Y'all the same. Did you see the comment that said he said, damn, y'all choked.
Yeah. We won. Fuck you. Dalton Kincaid didn't do shit.
Dalton Kincaid didn't do nothing. Yep.
I mean,
It's a long season.
The one that you talking about the Christian Watson thing?
Ugh,
Christian Watt, listen.
that's beyond.
I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not even gonna beat you down.
I didn't want not me. It ain't me, brother.
Christian
I
Watson
didn't
is
say
a terrible
Watson.
pick.
Oh.
I wanted to stay away from the Packers wide receivers because you don't know who's gonna do anything. I have Jaden Reed in my other league.
Jaden
He was
Reed.
on my bench.
Also
because you don't expect those dudes to go
Yeah,
that crazy.
Jameson Williams was on my bench this week.
Same.
Yeah, he
I have
was.
him and Jaden Reed both on my bench.
I
bro.
took him late because nobody took him.
Yep. I also told us that I wanted James Cook over Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I didn't love Josh Jacobs, but I didn't say anything. I was
Yeah, you weren't in there.
I was
Listen,
at practice.
it's week 1. But when you were looking at certain people,
You're like, this cat is about to go off.
you're gonna be looking at the other person that you chose over them, watching every week, hoping that they don't go off.
Hey, you love Dalton Kincaid.
I did, but you guys didn't not love it. You did not love that. You didn't dispute that.
I guess.
Did you?
In my head I did, but
Wow. Well, verbally you didn't. So speaking of fantasy football, I know a lot of people can relate to this. I want to play a little game with you guys.
oh, shout out Jared Judah, by the way, bitch.
Shout out to Jared Judah.
Everyone's like, don't pick him up. Double-digit points.
You coulda got him off
He's
waivers.
going to get you a consistent
You
double-digit.
could have got him off waivers.
Nobody was taking that dude.
So I'm
Better
going to
than Mike
ask you
Williams,
guys.
Then you guys draft Mike
How many
Williams
leagues are you
before
in?
him.
2?
2. Plus the Rashad Jennings, all
So
of us.
3 technically. How many are you in?
3 with Rashad.
Okay. So I am in, I think, like 4 or 5. I'm not really
I think
sure.
I'm 2 and 1.
So I'm gonna have this segment be named "Are You Hype or Are You in Shambles?" Fantasy Football Edition. Even if you don't have this player, pretend that you do and
Okay.
tell me if you are hype or are you in shambles if you have this player.
Please tell me.
First
what
name.
Do you have what they
Yes.
scored? Okay.
Puka Nakua, 8.2 points, is out with a knee injury. Matt, are you hype or are you in shambles?
I'm in shambles if I had him. I don't, but I'm in shambles if I did because he's hurt. He's on IR. He's out for 4 weeks at least.
Yeah.
And I probably used a
decent
second round pick on him.
Maybe third at the very latest, I would assume. At the very latest.
Shambles.
Okay. Derrick.
Yeah, I'd say shambles because, like Matt said, second, third round pick. He's going to be wide receiver number 1 or 2 in most people's leagues, right?
sure. He is
Who
wide
knows?
receiver
He's-
number 1.
He's not going to be a flex in
Right.
anybody's league.
Facts.
And shout out to us. We got Cooper Kupp in our joint fantasy league.
So he is.
shout out to him.
He's on my list, so let me go ahead and just skip a couple names and let's go to one Cooper Kupp with 36 fantasy points this week, depending on how your format is.
We had
Are
32.
you hype or are you in shambles if you have Cooper Kupp? Matthew,
I'm hype.
we are hype.
For now.
For some reason, I think it's gonna fizzle out.
I don't know.
It's not the volume.
It's because he's white.
It's the no. Once they have a couple injuries, I get nervous that it's just going to keep happening.
Yeah.
But not Kirk Cousins. Matt Stafford, they all look alike. Matt Stafford looks for him, bro. My dude had 17 targets or something crazy?
Probably
Like 14
something insane.
targets? No, he had 14 catches.
He was looking for Puka at first, and then he was gone. He said, fuck it, I
Yeah,
gotta
he
go
had
to the
14
next one.
catches.
Yeah, I
So
think he had 19 targets or something
probably had a
insane like that.
Crazy amount.
It was an insane amount of targets. Derrick, are you hype or are you in shambles with Cooper
I'm
Kupp?
I'm hyped. Cooper Kupp, we have him at our flex, brother.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
not a lot of people. Some people are high on him. Some people are like, man.
Man.
I will admit,
He's gonna get targets.
wasn't high on him.
I
Go ahead.
like that type of player. Although, let's say he gets 60 yards or maybe 50 yards, he's gonna have 8 catches, 10 catches,
Yeah, it's gonna add
and he's
up.
just gonna rack up all
Yep.
those receptions.
Yeah.
He'll at least get 10, 11, 12
What did Ladd
points.
McConkey do? Do you guys know?
He had like 15 points.
I was
14
gonna say I
fantasy
was kind of
points.
high on him because I feel like he was just gonna keep getting.
Do you
those
remember my
receptions.
projection?
Yeah.
Well, you remember what I said about him?
Not exactly, but I knew you were high on him.
I said Ladd McConkey will be this year's Puka Nacua. That was my opinion on Ladd McConkey. And he started out pretty good the first week.
Yep.
Shout out to McConkey.
Honky.
Are you hype or are you in shambles if you have Mark Andrews at left tackle?
You should be in absolute shambles. You should be fucking drinking whiskey, crying your eyes out.
Wait, what the meme say when he was talking about? He was like, they got Mark Andrews lined up at left tackle. My fantasy season is done.
Yeah, my fantasy season is cooked. I don't have him. I stayed the fuck away from him.
Yeah.
But Isaiah Likely's over there fucking two-stepping with 26 points.
In the waivers too.
In the waivers.
Oh,
waiting to be
good
picked.
shit, y'all.
He was actually rostered in 2 out of the 3 of my leagues.
Was he? Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I think he is going to be rostered now. Everyone's going to try to
Fuck
pick him
yeah,
up. So
bro.
whoever's first in the waiver wire is going to get.
Yep, you got him. Good job.
I'm pretty sure I'm first.
Even if you don't want him, you try to trade him.
But I'm not in complete shambles. No.
Okay.
I
got
think
hope.
Mark Andrews down the road, he's going to be a solid, serviceable tight end. Is he going to be a top 5 tight end that's going to win you leagues? I don't think so. But
Right.
is he going to be a viable starter? I think he'll be okay.
Okay. Next name, Christian McCaffrey. Are you hype or are you in shambles? I'm going to take this one first real quick. I have Christian McCaffrey. I had the second pick. Somehow they picked Tyreek first. And I was like, oh, well, I had plans for Tyreek the whole time. I said, cool, I'll take Tyreek second. No big deal. Christian McCaffrey did not play last night. Bro, his backup was already rostered.
Jordan Mason.
Who does that?
They knew.
They might have picked him up right then and there once he knew he wasn't going to start.
Yeah, they might not.
Yeah, and the crazy, they didn't even have CMC though. That was the crazy part. Like, they didn't even start him. They didn't need a starting spot.
Yeah.
That was the craziest part to me. I'm like, you just wanted me to lose. That's disgusting behavior.
I've done that before. One of the leagues I've done that before where like a starter got hurt and I'm like, I have an extra spot on my bench. I'm playing against a guy that needs this dude to get picked up. I picked him up so he can't use him.
Yeah, that's
It's
painful.
a great idea.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm low key in shambles because my team's not very good in this league, and CMC will be everything for me. So if he can't get back right, I'm in shambles.
He's most people's number 1 overall pick.
Yeah.
So he was like Austin Eckler last year, top 10 pick. Austin Eckler. I had him.
Shambles.
What did he do?
Shambles.
Nothing.
Yep.
He did nothing.
Learn something new every day.
Yep.
Matt, you in shambles over CMC?
If I had him, fuck, hell yeah.
I have him.
Nah, if I had him, I'll be like, it's okay.
It's all right. Give
We're
it some
okay.
time. He'll be all right.
I have Achan and I have Nico Collins as well. So
I have
I'm
Nico
okay.
in one of my leagues.
Hey, by the way, there was a guy that also said he was not high on anybody on the
Yeah,
Texans.
that guy's not here.
He's not here. It's not you.
I said that too.
And they all went off.
I said,
They all went off.
that's cool.
It's going to be like the Dolphins again.
The
Everybody
3
just keeps
teams
going
that I
up.
was scared about receiver wise, like knowing who's a true number 1, was the Texans, Packers, and Bears.
Yeah, because you don't know who's
Because you
the
don't
number
know
one.
who's going to be. You're kind of throwing something in the lake and hopefully it lands, right?
Yeah.
Like, but hey, I have Nico and Jaden Reed on one of my teams, so both of them went off. I'll take it.
You're so ugly. I'll keep this
Even though I
list
said
short.
I didn't like him, I still took him.
We don't have to go all the way through this list. I put just a couple different names. I'll skip to a guy you just mentioned, Jaden Reed. You in shambles or are you hype?
I mean, you wouldn't be in shambles over Jaden Reed because he put up 22-something points, right?
So in my one league that I'm in, he had 42, but they do
What the
extra
hell?
points. So he had
42.
So in our league, he still had more than 22. But in the 42 league, they do bonuses for, like, you get an
Wins?
extra point for 40-yard reception. You get an extra, like, 2 points for
okay,
50
so it's a
yards.
lot
It's
of-
60
a lot of extra
yards.
shit.
Yeah, like, the longer the touchdown, like, Tyreek's 80-yard touchdown,
Is worth more than
it was probably
8
like
points.
22 points.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
the touchdown was 7, the 80 yards was,
More than 8,
15
yeah.
receptions, so 16 points. It was probably like 25 points in my league.
I'm a big fan of if you have a receiver on one of those teams, sell him high, trade him high, because I feel like, let's say Jayden Reed, I feel like I can get 2 decent running backs or receivers that could be in my starting lineup if need be, if he continues to get these crazy things. Because what, he had 3 receptions maybe?
Yeah.
So,
3 receptions.
I mean, he got touchdowns on those receptions. It's not going to happen every time he gets a reception. So,
okay. Matt, how you feeling about Jayden Reed? You in shambles or you hype if you got him?
I feel like it's impossible to be in shambles.
I
I
mean,
feel like you're hype, but then like there's no way that you could be in shambles over a dude that was probably on your bench.
so the only reason I put
Like
him
Jameson
on,
Williams.
the only reason I put him on this list is because Jordan Love's out. That's the only reason why I put him on that list. I don't.
Only for a couple weeks.
Yeah, they didn't put him on the on IR, so it's going to be 3 games,
we'll probably say
possibly 4.
probably 4 or 5 to be honest.
But from
So
what
he's
we've
okay.
seen from Malik Willis,
Nah, he's a quarterback.
I remember a game for the Titans where Malik Willis didn't complete a pass to a wide receiver. Do you remember that game?
They said
Yeah.
they said they might get another old Titans quarterback.
Well, they were talking about
Ryan
Bailey
Tannehill.
Zappi at one point, but
I'd rather Ryan Tannehill than Bailey Zappi, brother.
nah, give me Bailey Zappi.
Bailey Zappi over Ryan Tannehill?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
At least Ryan Tannehill can line up at receiver for you.
Oh my God. All right, and the last name, just one last name. I have more on this list, but this guy was taken pretty high in most leagues. I seen him go in 2nd round. I don't think I've seen him in 3rd round in any
Second?
league. Marvin Harrison Jr.
He did go high.
1.4 fantasy points.
Yeah, he went high.
1 reception for 4 yards. Are you hype or are you in shambles with this pick?
I'm in fucking shambles, bro. He's on my team.
Oh, he is on your team? I don't have him.
He's running down the field, waving his hand.
He was wide open.
Fucking touchdown to win the game.
He was wide open.
Hey, what D-House say? What you see, one?
Dude, why did I say that in my head?
What you see, one?
As soon as it happened, I was like, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I have a weird thing with drafting rookies because you never know what they're going to be.
I only
right?
like to take one. One.
Yeah, I usually never take more than one, and also I usually don't take them very high. So Malik Neighbors, don't take him very high. Marvin Harrison, don't take him very high.
Mine's also like
I don't even have a rookie on my team, actually. So
Mine's also like a quarterback thing.
Yeah, I based it off the quarterback. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, I took Malik Neighbors.
I did not. What did he do? I don't
He had a
know
good
what
game.
did.
I think he had 12 or 13. Nothing
That's
crazy.
solid.
In my flex spot though, he's in my
That's solid.
flex.
Solid.
But then I also took Rome Odunze.
He went, yeah.
He had like 2 points.
Yeah. He didn't.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
Shut
so we'll end that segment. That was just a little fun for the people because I know people woke up looking at their rosters, looking at the way that they won or lost, and then kind of give something fun for the people to look at. I also had a best performances blind ranking and worst performances blind ranking, but
Worst
let's move away from this.
is Amon Ra.
Well, I'm not going to spoil who's on the list and who's not on the list, but we can come back to that if
Put up
we have
4.3
time.
points for us.
So we can go to power rankings and do that, and then we can come back to this if we have time.
We can do a little bit of the power rankings. Matt, you ready for our weekly power rankings? That
Yeah,
we
I'm
got?
ready.
Can I say something real quick?
You say something while we pull them up. Sure.
F you guys.
Okay.
F you.
You didn't. He didn't. Dante didn't want to do the power rankings.
I did want to do the
He
power
said,
rankings.
"I don't want to do shit for the people that watch.
I did.
I just want to show up and not do nothing."
I did want to do the power rankings. I wanted to stop at the top 15 teams.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
it
did
kind
you-
of defeats our purpose of what we did before, though. That's the only
And
reason.
I wasn't here, so that's my fault. But did you
right,
see
baby
how
girl.
bad I struggled?
Why'd you struggle?
Bro,
I mean, a lot
Just
of people.
throw
are
him in
like-
there.
no, I was missing numbers. I had
Oh.
teams twice.
I mean, so did. I mean, Matt kind of.
I just
Matt
put
did the
I
same
put one
thing a
team
little
twice
bit.
on an accident.
Yeah.
Only because I moved something.
I put a team twice and didn't have a team in there. I skipped number 30. I just had 29, 31, 32.
How do you think I feel when I'm like putting it together? I'm like, where
What
the
the
fuck
fuck?
did he put the Bengals at? I'm like, where
And then
are they?
At one point, my whole list was thrown off because I'm like, the Raiders ain't 14. So then I had to redo 14 through 32.
So, do you want me to intro it or Matt? Do you want to intro it?
Go ahead, you can.
Week 2, Barbershop Breakroom, NFL rankings.
Rankings.
Did I say it weird? Rankings.
You got the
Rankings.
power.
Power rankings, bro.
Power rankings.
Power bottom.
Come on.
Anyways, that's what they
Week
call
2.
me.
NFL.
Call me.
power rankings.
So with this, it's on the screen right now. You can see the top 32 who we got right now. Everyone that you guys can pull it up to, so you look at it and you kind of know where everyone went up and down. But
we got movers, we got shakers.
the biggest moves for the most part, the biggest one was the Raiders. We had them at 20. They dropped to 29. They dropped 9 spots.
29.
The Falcons.
I had them at 23.
Falcons dropped to 24. They dropped 7 spots. The Bengals also dropped 7 spots from 10. And then the Browns dropped 6 spots from number 9. And then shout out to the Chargers. Jumped up 8 spots, number
Balling,
16 for us. But, I mean, the top 10, I don't think it's a bad top 10, to be honest.
The Cowboys creeped into my top 10.
The Dolphins at 9, I don't know how I feel about it.
Oh, that was the
they're on
average,
they're at 14 on
average.
mine.
14?
The Dolphins?
Oh,
They barely won.
for sure.
The Dolphins,
Their star player was shaken up a little bit before the game.
Nah, bro, I bet him for 202 touchdowns. I thought he was going to be pissed and
Bet him
go
for
off.
101.
I had the Dolphins
hit.
at 11. Matt had them at 15. Jordan
Where were
had
they
them at
last
7.
week?
You had them at 6.
12? Where were they last week? 12?
They moved up 4 spots from number 9. So do math. Derek's
Wait, what?
terrible with math. They moved up.
Oh, they were 13.
They were 13 then. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I had them at 14.
May I
had 'em.
ask who you had above the Dolphins, if you don't mind?
Now?
Yeah.
I mean, I have a couple of.
Cowboys, Buccaneers, Rams, Steelers, Packers, Jets, Bills, Ravens,
Steelers?
Eagles. Hell yeah.
Above the Dolphins?
We dominated, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They kicked a field goal to win against the Jags, who are 22nd in the power rankings.
You guys didn't score a touchdown.
We didn't need to.
Yeah, I understand, but like you winning like that versus the Dolphins, like winning a game-winning field goal, but the game being significantly played better. I mean, you're splitting hairs at that point.
It wasn't
I guess.
significant. They won 2017.
No, I'm saying they played significantly better than
Did
the
they?
Steelers did. Yes, I have multi-view on. I actually watched like 4 games at once. I was watching a lot of that game.
The Steelers did end up at number 13. They moved up 2 spots from 15. So
I had them at 15.
as they should.
I had them at 15 this week. So
2 people had them at 15. One had them at 11, and the other one, Matt, you had them.
I had them at 11.
At 11. Then the other person had them at 12.
wow.
So
You want to run down our top 10?
we can run down the top 10. 1, of course, the Chiefs. 2, 49ers. Number 3, we weren't high on in the beginning when week 1, me and Matt. The Lions move up to number 3. They were at 6.
Yep.
Then it goes Eagles, Texans, and Ravens. They all move down 1 spot. And the Cowboys at number 7, they move into the top 10. Number 8, Buffalo Bills stay at 8. So they didn't move, they didn't go up, they didn't go down. Number 9, Dolphins, and number 10, the Jets. So to give some
Where'd
context,
you have the Jets?
I had the Jets at 12, but I had Tampa Bay cracking my top 10.
Tampa Bay is 10 on mine.
I had him 10 too.
But the Jets are 8 on mine.
So to give some context for people, we did make this list before the 49ers and Jets game was over. So
and you know what? I wouldn't have changed my mind where I had them
Yeah.
because I'm going to be
I agree.
honest.
The only thing I would have done
it-
was flip the Cowboys and the Jets if it was me.
Yeah.
I have the Jets in front of the Cowboys, but I was making this list in the first quarter of the game last night.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they look all right. No,
Yeah.
just keep it.
I think they looked okay the whole
I think
game.
they're going to be all right.
They played the 49ers. So
Yeah,
when
they
you
played
play
a great team.
top 2 or 3 team in the league, when you don't, they didn't get blew out.
Especially week 1.
Exactly.
Quarterback didn't play all year last year.
First game. Aaron Rodgers looked sharp.
Yeah,
he
he
was
looked
making good
all right.
throws. They were just dropping. They dropped a lot of passes
They did.
for Aaron Rodgers. You
Yeah.
know, and even that interception that he threw,
Tip.
tip pass. You know what I mean? I always say I don't really count tip passes as long as they're not too high, where the receiver is jumping as high as he can to
Yeah.
get to it. I don't count when they're tipped up and it gets picked off because it's like I know it's an interception, but that's just like unlucky situation. It's a bad bounce.
So, is there anyone on this power ranking that you would argue to not be where they ranked?
I think Miami should be in the top 10.
Our collective.
You think Miami should be where?
In the top 10.
In the top
Read
10?
our
They're number 9.
our collective top
Oh.
10.
Okay.
You look in the picture?
Oh, Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay should be.
Read our
Tampa Bay.
collective top 10.
I did.
Read it again.
Okay. Chiefs, Niners, Lions, Eagles, Texans, Baltimore, Cowboys, Bills, Dolphins, and Jets.
Yeah, I
Where's
bumped
the
the
Buccaneers?
Jets out for
11?
the Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers moved 2 spots up. They were 14. Now they're at 12.
I would, if I had to just move one, I like the Buccaneers moving into the top 10.
See, I didn't think you guys were going to be that high on the Bucs. I personally had the Bucs at 13. You guys had them at 10. The other person had them a little lower.
Jordan's a hater.
He had them at 18.
18? Jordan's stupid, man.
Your guess is
18?
Yeah.
You telling me it is 17 teams better than the way Tampa Bay played and looked the other day? Okay. All right.
I will say for the Browns.
Where's the Rams on your list?
One Browns fan had the Browns at 22. Everyone else had them at 16 or 15.
I had him at 15.
Who had him at 22?
You.
They suck. That's why.
Next week they'll be 10.
We are so back. Hey, during our Browns episode, I did say, I'm a fickle fan. I'm wishy-washy.
I know.
First I love you, then I hate you, then I love you again.
I already know.
Now, what did you ask where I had who?
Rams.
The Rams. I had the Rams at 14.
You did
I had
have
13.
I will argue with Dontea. You had the Saints at 16, brother. That was crazy.
Who, me?
Yeah. 16.
The Saints play. I know they beat the Panthers,
I
but
just
like,
don't think they're 16th.
listen, I have to go.
They
I don't think they're 16.
So listen,
But I have him at 21. That's not.
the opponent matters, obviously.
Yeah.
But
Being able to put up 47 points is sweet.
beating an opponent is one thing.
Yeah, it's sweet.
like Matt's argument versus the Jags.
Yeah.
For example, Miami beat Jacksonville, just
Right.
squeaked by.
So there was a
Right.
couple
They
ties.
dominated the Panthers. Like, I know it's the Panthers,
yeah.
but that's what you're supposed to do versus bad teams. You're supposed to dominate them.
Yeah.
And they did. 47 is nothing to just sneeze at, bro.
Where's
That's
the
Derrick
Falcons?
Carr.
There were a couple ties, like
Falcons.
the Ravens and Texans were tied with like 5.5. That was the
27.
average placing. But I just gave the bonus to the Texans because they won.
Yeah.
So because of their record.
I get that.
So-
I had the Falcons at 27,
They
Yeah.
were 17 last week.
partially because they lost me $100.
Falcons.
Where you had the Falcons?
Jordan had him at 19. I had him at 21.
They
Dante,
dropped to
26 and
24 on mine.
Yeah, you were 24.
Just because they didn't look terrible. Their defense didn't look that good.
The only reason
You don't
why
think the Falcons look terrible?
They just couldn't convert, man.
Yeah.
Like, they were
Kirk-
getting the ball to Bijan a lot, and then they would just get to third down and just fumble.
I'm going to be honest, bro. Outside of maybe 2 completions, Kirk looked just as bad as Deshaun.
Yeah.
He didn't really push the ball down.
And I watched that game intently. I had money. I had $100 on that game. So trust me, I was watching.
I was watching because I was hoping they lose.
Yeah, the Steelers defense is good. Like, I'm not trying to act like Kirk should have went out there. But with the personnel you have, Bijan, Pitts, London, Mooney's not bad. Like, Kirk just doesn't look like he it. He just don't look like he's it, bro. Like,
The only reason why they didn't drop
average
too
6
far,
yards a throw.
only reason they didn't drop too far is like that's Kirk's first game back. Mm-hmm. I'm trusting that he's
Playing against the defensive player of the year.
Yeah, and I'm trusting that he's gonna get back there. No, not defensive player of the year. Motherfucker.
This year, TJ Watt.
That's Micah Parsons, brother.
And they took away 2 strip sacks from my guy.
Well, don't jump off, bro.
He didn't.
Yeah, he did.
they took one away from
Go
Miles,
back.
too.
I did.
Go look.
It was bang bang.
By his
Like,
nose.
No.
You can
The
see.
dude, the
His
ref
face mask
came
was
out and said
across
he
the ball.
messed up.
Yeah, that's what. But I'm saying, like, in the moment,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like it's so bang bang
No,
that
they
like
have
it's
to
just
say
like
that.
it was very
No, it
close.
was
for
definitely
sure.
offsides.
He timed it perfect.
It was offsides.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Okay. The ref said no, it wasn't.
But why'd they throw the flag?
Because he messed up. Players mess up.
Nah, he just felt bad.
No,
He
players
didn't want
mess
to
up.
seem like he was racist. So
Where are we going next, man? Are we done with this week's power rankings?
we can move on. We can move on to a would you rather that I had.
Okay. To put a button on power rankings.
Hold
real
on, wait.
quick.
Who did you say moved up the most?
Moved up the most was the Chargers. They moved up 8 spots. They made it to the top 16 at 16.
So looking at our power rankings,
Oh, bro.
What
Where did the
team-
Bears go?
and I got them.
they dropped
26.
4 spots. They went to 22. They were at 18.
Oh, my God. I got
dropped
them at
four-
like 26.
They dropped
Me
4
too.
spots and won a game.
Them motherfuckers. They looked so bad, bro.
Yeah, I don't care if you won or not. I looked at the way you look.
Caleb Williams was like, oh, my
So
God.
I will say Caleb Williams didn't look absolutely terrible.
My dude took a 19-yard
Nah,
sack.
he didn't look absolutely. Certain plays, yes. The whole game, no. Did you watch the game? So did I.
I got the ticket for a reason. I was
I got
flipping.
NFL
Damn right,
Plus.
bro.
I was flipping, bro.
I got NFL Plus. I watched the whole condensed game all over again at work because I was bored. And he didn't look absolutely terrible at all. There was definitely some plays to where he was trying to do too much, like he was in college. There's some throws that he overthrew and missed, yes. But there are some plays that he made that you're like, damn.
Brother,
Brother, I'm listening. No, I
He
know.
was 14 for 29,
I know.
93 yards,
I
0
know.
touchdowns.
I know.
He
Trust me.
averaged 3 yards a throw.
I'm saying there's
3.
still hope. There's still hope.
Are we
3.
Being, are we
There's
being
still
too
hope.
hard on Deshaun?
He averaged 3 yards a throw.
I
Deshaun
say there's
averaged
still
4.
hope, brother. They had no running game. So when there's no running game, guess what?
They only
That
handed
rookie-
the ball off 22 times.
Because
you
they
were down
couldn't run.
17 nothing.
They couldn't run.
You were down 17 nothing. You can't
begin
run.
with. They couldn't run to begin with. It doesn't help them. When they tried to do the play action passes like they did, bam. Defensive ends right in his face. 'Cause
You have
guess
the
what?
number
They're
1
not-
pick,
Yes, I know.
who's supposed to be generational.
I say
Patrick Mahomes Jr.
That's what they're saying.
that's Dalton. Dalton? Raiola?
Huh?
Dylan.
Dylan
Dylan.
Raiola.
Dylan.
No, they're saying that Caleb Williams was Patrick Mahomes-esque.
I had a guy that tell me Caleb Williams is like Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes put together.
I mean,
I had a man look me in my eyes and
He
tell
didn't
me
even
that.
throw 100 yards. Throw for 100 yards.
I think you look at Patrick Mahomes' first game that he played was when Alex Smith was still on the team and they were already making the playoffs, so he stepped in. I think
Okay,
his first
go
game
look.
was not
I
good.
bet you it was way better than that.
It was better. He threw a pick and no touchdowns, I believe. I have to stat fact that.
93 yards.
But no,
we don't
I
fact
agree.
check on this
I
podcast.
know,
We say
right?
whatever we
That's
want,
true.
then we get called out on it. We're like, he doesn't play for them.
Fuck, my bad.
We
He
can move
doesn't
on.
have 3 rings. Yeah, so hit us with the would you rather.
Would you rather, quarterback edition, this season, who would you rather have at quarterback? Not for your team, but just in general. Baker Mayfield or Gardner Minshew? Or Dontea, you first.
Baker Mayfield.
Baker, that's easy.
I want Baker back so bad.
There's a lot of people that saying Gardner's the same person or better than Baker before. Baker Mayfield,
Oh, they are the same person.
Baker Mayfield or
Baker
Justin,
elevated his life.
Justin Fields?
Baker Mayfield.
Say it again, I apologize.
Baker Mayfield.
I apologize.
Don't do it.
Baker Mayfield, no, that's
Proud of you.
easy.
I'm proud of you.
Okay. You wanted Baker too. Baker Mayfield
Yeah, so did I.
I said that.
or Derek Carr?
Baker Mayfield.
Okay.
Baker Mayfield.
Matt Stafford or Baker Mayfield?
Ooh.
It gets a little harder.
Matt Stafford.
Okay.
What? How are we talking here? Like just this
Just
year?
this year.
This year?
Matt Stafford.
Okay. Jaden Daniels, Baker Mayfield.
I liked what Jaden Daniels did, but I've seen Baker for longer, so I just got to go with Baker.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield. I mean,
Geno Smith, Baker Mayfield.
I almost spit my coffee on this mic. Baker Mayfield, bro.
okay, what kind of narrative are you trying to control here by giving us all these shitty quarterbacks
Hold on,
against Baker
we're
Mayfield?
working up towards it.
Okay, Baker Mayfield.
And these aren't shitty quarterbacks. These are
Geno Smith-
quarterbacks that
Geno
were
Smith
before
sucks. Gardner Minshew
that were
sucks.
before ranked higher than one Baker Mayfield. T. Law or Baker Mayfield.
So this is where it gets very interesting here, because I haven't really been impressed by T. Law yet, and from what I've seen from Baker the last 2 seasons, bro, both number 1 overall picks. Sue me, give me Baker, y'all.
I agree.
Give me Baker.
I like it. Give me T-Law.
I know you like the T. Law.
He's still good.
Now, he did have a shaky first game. They were ranked in our
Give
QB
my dude
rankings.
T-Law Mike Evans.
They were ranked 14 and 15, I believe. Baker Mayfield or Kirk Cousins?
From what I've seen this Sunday, give me Baker Mayfield by a mile.
Kirk was ranked higher.
I had Kirk ranked higher personally. I know I did.
Obviously, fucking, he's coming off of a torn ACL, MCL,
Hey, we
all
had
the
him-
above.
A lot of people had him ranked
Aaron
higher.
Rodgers looked better.
When?
During our QB rankings. Our QB rankings as a whole, we had Kirk
But
above.
when?
What do you
When
mean
we did our
When
video.
did we do it? I don't remember.
Like
Before the season
a month
started.
ago.
Oh, before the season started?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we were thinking Kirk Cousins.
was going to be all right.
Nah, like actual Kirk Cousins. This is like,
Kirk.
this is replica Kirk.
This is a clone.
Yeah, give me Baker Mayfield.
So now this one's going to be a little weird.
But we'll revisit this at the end of the season.
yeah, I think we should. This one's going to be
Recency
a little
bias.
weird. Anthony Richardson.
My dude just threw for
Or Baker
404
Mayfield.
touchdowns.
This is gonna sound crazy.
Yeah.
Give me Anthony Richardson. That 60-yard dot that he threw to Alec Pierce was,
When he was
absolutely absurd, bro. My dude he didn't even follow through with his arm. Like, you know when a quarterback's arm gets hit and it just kind of stops where it is?
Yeah.
He didn't finish his throw like this. My dude flicked it 60 yards and stopped his arm here and dropped it into the bucket. That was all I needed to see. And plus, he finished my touchdown parlay this weekend and won me some money. So let me get Anthony Richardson.
Dude, give me Baker Mayfield. This cat, Anthony Richardson, was 9 for 19.
I don't care. I've seen Baker be 9 for 19 too.
And then
Texas defense is legit.
there's definitely other ones that we could throw in there. The only other one that could be close would be like a Kyler Murray or Baker Mayfield.
The two Oklahomas.
I think you can go either way with that one. But I mean,
Recency bias is going to kill us.
Yeah.
you think so?
Baker just threw for 404 touchdowns. Ask me next week when he throws for two touchdowns and 3 interceptions.
Baker might prove us wrong, bro. Like, Baker might be like,
Baker or Kyler?
I was hoping you didn't really ask because I don't know.
Just go for it. Fuck it. Because that one's close.
Baker.
He said because that one's close.
Baker.
Matt.
He's saying Kyler.
Give me Baker.
And I wasn't going to... you're taking Baker. And I wasn't going to throw in like a Tua. I think you're taking Tua over Baker.
I'm taking Tua.
I think you're taking Mahomes, Hurts, Lamar, Jordan Love, CJ
Yeah, all the
Stroud,
good guys
Josh
were taking
Allen.
over.
Jared Goff?
Yeah.
You're taking Jared Goff over him. But the middle of the pack quarterbacks, are you taking Dak over him, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dak over Baker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Did you see that throw Dak had yesterday when he was about to get smacked?
And he just floated it to Brandon
Yeah.
Cooks. Yeah, that was a dot.
Well, I thought of you immediately. I'm sorry. But
Yeah,
it was
'cause
just
it's
because it was Brandon
Brandon
Cooks.
Cooks,
I was like, oh,
you wanna
Dontea's
know-
probably sick right now.
In Shambles. You know what I said? Fuck you, Brandon Cooks, you fucking good bastard.
I mean, he was just wide. Are you talking about the one he was wide open?
When he did, he was about to get, Dak was about to
Dak
get
shouldn't have
smacked,
made
bro.
that throw, though.
He just lofted it up there and like turned his back because he was about to get
if there was a
cracked.
DB there.
But you know how many people lob it up and it's nowhere near the person? They gotta just go find it. Dog, Brandon Cooks just kept his stride and it just fell in.
Ran under it.
Yeah, like that was a perfect throw.
You know, I was really pissed that they paid Dak before the game.
Why? Because you thought he was going
I
to
have him in fantasy, bro. I wanted him to just have a year, bro.
Yeah.
Now he's paid. He don't care.
He's still gonna play good.
I mean, I think
it's
he
only
cares.
people like Deshaun Watson that does that. We still have to do pick'ems. What time do you gotta leave?
10:45.
Yeah, we got to go.
You want to
But
do one more topic before we do
We can
pick'ems?
do one more talk. I'll be late. Fuck it.
That shouldn't make us late. There's only 3 of us doing pick'ems.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you guys to blind rank the worst performances of the week. I'm gonna give you 5 stat lines, and
Okay.
you're gonna blind rank them 1 to 5. And after you put the stat line there, I'll tell you who it is. Okay?
After we
After you say it. So when I say
we had him at 5, and then you say who it is at 5.
Yes.
Okay. Go. hit
good,
me.
okay, first person, 161 passing yards and 2 interceptions.
Are these all quarterbacks?
No, they are not.
Okay.
And I know it's gonna make it a little harder.
Yeah.
So don't worry, I'm going to go quarterback, then I'm going to go different position.
Okay,
That way
okay.
you get to kind of get
Any
a perspective.
defensive players?
No defensive
Okay.
players. Strictly
161 passing yards and what?
2 interceptions. No touchdowns.
That's got to be 5.
I'm fine with 5.
2 picks and 160 yards is trash.
All right, you guys have Bryce Young at number 5.
I mean, it's a good one.
Don't tell us to the end.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Are you able
Okay.
to tell
Let us rank them all and then tell it.
Yeah,
and then
can you
tell
do
us.
it that way?
Okay. Do you
Can
want
you
me
remember
to
that way?
You want me to throw that one out?
No, just
No,
leave
that's
him in
fine.
there.
Okay.
We know
I
Bryce
won't tell you
Young.
the rest. Yeah, I'll have.
I'm
I'll
not
have
gonna
the
lie.
rest.
I'm pretty sure I knew that was Bryce Young when you said
Some of these you're gonna know.
Yeah.
1 reception for 5 yards.
All right, dude. And like he's projected to be a good player is what we're going for here. So
This
4?
isn't like a dude that's just like a bum.
4? I'm cool with 4.
1 reception for 4 yards. Fuck.
Shit, we fucked up, dude. We fucked up.
That's why I did that.
Shit!
3.
3.
2 receptions for 15 yards.
Oh, damn it. 2. Are we just gonna go up the list that way, or do you think the dude's gonna be all right at the end?
This is not all right. This is the worst performances.
Oh wow.
So we got to go 2?
we're just gonna.
No,
go
he's
2?
going to do it to us again,
Yeah. So we put him
I
on.
think you guys did okay here.
though. No, 2.
I think you
Alright,
guys did
we'll put
okay
him-
here.
alright, we'll put him
The
down.
last one is 186 passing yards and 2 interceptions.
Fuck.
This is a terrible blind ranking from us, but
This-
I think all of them are terrible, so it's okay. Or had a terrible week.
There we go. 1.
All right, so your worst performers of the week
Number
goes
1.
as Daniel Jones, 1.
I like it.
Drake London, 2.
I like it.
Marvin Harrison Jr., 3.
It's all right. Yeah, he's a rookie. It's all right. He could have a bad performance.
Evan Ingram, 4.
Actually, This
Don't
is all right.
utter the words Evan Ingram.
This is a
around
good
me
list
again.
so far.
And Bryce Young,
We fumbled
5.
that one.
We
He
killed
should've
it.
been 2.
And the honorable mention people that I had, and I did not put them on the list, was Joe Burrow, Deshaun Watson, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Dalton Kincaid.
I think the only thing we should have changed was Bryce
said,
Young at
"Hi,
2,
I'm
but I
Joe
think that
Burrow."
list after that is perfect because Evan
Yeah.
Ingram, we don't expect too crazy much out of him.
Joe
Marvin
Burrow
Harrison's
Jr.
a rookie. It's all right.
Yep, no, you did good.
We did all right.
So you feeling lucky? You want to do the best performers real quick or no?
We can do best performance real quick.
Blind ranking them again?
The best of the rest.
Hit me.
All right. 9 receptions, 111 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Oh yeah.
I think that's solid. I mean, that's not Baker Mayfield-esque this week, but I think it's 3.
That's probably Mike Evans. Let
Probably
me go 3.
Nah,
3?
Mike Evans didn't have that many yards.
You think 3's all right with that one? I think that's like a...
Start with the middle of the pack, not bad.
Perfect.
4 receptions, 138 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
That one, I believe, is Jaden Reed.
4
believe.
receptions.
4 receptions. He had 2 touchdowns. He didn't have very many receptions. That's Jaden Reed.
So
I
2?
believe.
2 touch. You ain't gonna get much better than 140 yards and 2 touchdowns.
We'll do 2.
Okay.
Baker Mayfield has to be 1.
109 yards and 3 total touchdowns.
Fuck.
Matt.
You went 2 for Jaden Reed, right?
Well,
Did you
weren't
go 1 or 2?
supposed to say it was Jaden Reed, but we said
You
2.
knew it was Jaden
yeah.
Reed.
We said 2, yeah.
2.
Okay. Yeah, you knew that was Jaden Reed. That's why I said
3 to what is it?
109 yards and 3 total touchdowns.
How many catches? It's not a quarterback.
Saquon?
It's a running back. He did have like 3 or 4 catches.
Is that Saquon?
You're not supposed to try to guess who it is. Yes, it's Saquon, man.
I'm fine with Saquon at 1.
That's fine. Got to.
He
1.
got 3 touchdowns. Saquon
Yeah.
at 1. I'm sorry, we know ball, bro.
232 yards and 4 touchdowns.
5.
Is that Baker Mayfield?
I don't.
You have 4 available.
I
Yeah,
know.
we have 4 and 5.
Okay.
He only threw for. He had like the Jameis Winston with the Saints stat line. Not very many yards, but he did throw touchdowns.
Who?
This guy.
To whoever this guy is. All right. Number 5 for that one. Last guy, 14 receptions. Dude, Jordan just sent us crying emojis.
Cooper Kupp at 4.
Cooper Kupp at 4. Is that who it is?
14 receptions, 110 yards, 1 touchdown. So your blind ranking for the best performances this week goes Saquon Barkley, Jaden Reed, Isaiah Likely, Cooper Kupp, and then Josh Allen. Honorable mentions that I did
That's a
have.
good list.
Honorable mention for the people that did have that didn't make the list was Anthony Richardson and Joe Mixon. And
did?
Baker Mayfield.
Where's Baker?
Hey, Baker Mayfield was there too.
Where's Baker?
Sorry, he was like right below.
Can't believe you didn't put in Baker. I'm low-key salty.
Listen.
Hey, before we get to the pick'em, side note.
Real quick.
Did you guys see when Deshaun Watson tried to pick up his lineman and he told him, get off me? What's going on there?
Nothing. The only reason I say nothing is because we talked about it on our Browns video. Joe Thomas tweeted
I'm
about
sorry,
that.
I ain't watching that shit.
No, you're good. I'm just saying we had already talked about it. That's why we didn't bring it up. I'm gonna go with Joe Thomas and what he said. And then he actually posted a video of him trying to get up and not accepting any help at all. Joe Thomas said, whether Joel loves Deshaun or hates Deshaun, I have no idea. This video doesn't tell you anything. Big old offensive linemen are like turtles. We can't get up unless we roll over and do the push-up, kneel to stand routine. Achy backs, big bellies, a lot of bracing on our knees and ankles. It's impossible to help us up like that. We just can't bend like the skinny guys.
But didn't his other lineman help him up?
Nah, he rolled over.
Oh.
Yeah, he rolled over.
I thought. You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought the other lineman came over and helped him up.
Now, and I also said too, like Deshaun Watson has a right shoulder injury. Like it's healed now, but it was his injury for the last 2 seasons. He put out his right arm to help him up.
Because he ain't really
Do you
hurt.
want a 375-pounder pulling on your right arm to help himself up? He
really-
ain't hurt right now. He sucks. But I'm saying like his last injury, he did have shoulder surgery.
That ain't going through that lineman's head.
All right.
You never know. The linemen think immediately, protect the quarterback. All right, so we ready for pick'ems now?
Yeah, you can end the episode. Pick him separate video, brother.
Hey guys. Hey kids. Do you like violence? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Barbershop Breakroom, the Jordanless episode.
Like
He did
9
just
nails
text
to
us.
reach one of my eyelids?
See you
Get
guys.
fucked up worse my life is?
See you guys next week.
Rashad
Eminem.
Breakroom.